What is up, guys? TRayALLDay here, and welcome to episode number 18 of my Fulham career mode. We're still in the transfer window, and if you go and look at my squad really fast, you can see that we don't really have much depth. I've gotten rid of a lot of unneeded players, so I thought I might as well go and look for some younger players that can just basically sit on the bench unless we have an injury or something, or maybe a cup game. But either way, let's go take a look at who those players are really fast. We got Christian Walton, who's a goalkeeper. We got Kevin Agpaguma, who's a right back. John Sutar and John Charles Castelletto, who are both center backs. Declan John, who's a left back. Tom Carroll's just there because I need to remember to sign him in January. We've got Lewis Baker, who's a cam. Adam Armstrong, who's a center forward from Newcastle. Of course, I know who he is. Aaron Leia Aseka, and then Jose Pozo from Manchester City. So those are the players I'm going to be going after to sign, basically just to sit on my bench. I'm not going to show you the whole negotiation side of things unless we sign one of them, because they're only young players. They're only going to sit on our bench, so I see no point in wasting your guys' time when there's going to be a lot of negotiations. So either way, those are the guys I'm looking after. A lot of them, I don't think any of them have potentials over 80 yet, other than Armstrong, who I think is just set at 80, because I don't really want to be signing a lot of the typical players that you'd normally see. So these are all players that will have a decent potential and can still grow quite a bit, but it just depends on how well I play with them. But either way, let's simulate forward. As you can see, I still have a pretty decent budget. If I sign like maybe 3 of those players, I'm going to use the rest of it on putting out scouts to go sign some youth players, because we've only brought in that scout feature star, which is pretty disappointing if you ask me. We need more youth players. But either way, let's simulate forward to our next game. So we're going to ignore all the stuff you see down below for the moment, but as you can see, Millwall want a season-long loan for Thomas Eisfield, and honestly, right now, we can't really afford to send any more players out on loan, so I'm going to have to keep him for the time being, just to sit on the bench, because I have to have him there with the amount of players we have at the moment. So, sorry Eisfield, you're not going to be playing much games. First game of the episode against Aston Villa, and I believe this is a new stadium in FIFA 15 as well. The first one we get to be seeing, because we played Liverpool and Newcastle United first. Both of those stadiums were already in the game. We played Liverpool at home anyway, so that was just a generic stadium, but I think this is the first one we're actually going to be seeing that is a real stadium now that we joined the Premier League. I know a lot of you guys have already seen them watching other people's career modes and whatnot, but this is the first time I've actually played in one of the new stadiums in the Premier League, which I think is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome to have all this realism and that. Being a career mode guy, I love all the added realism. I wish they'd focus a lot more on career mode compared to Ultimate Team, but hey, they gotta do what makes them money. Here's their starting 11 though. Ah, man, that's a pretty tough 11 to start with. They got Felix Cruz, of course, Elliott on the bench as well. Definitely a team we're going to have to watch out for, because Benteke and Vyman up front, oh my gosh, that's going to suck to come up against. But our starting 11 is a little bit different. As you can see, I made 2 changes. I brought in Liam Moore, of course, our new signing, to play center back for us in this game. And then I pushed Paul Pogba up to the center midfield, and then pushed Emerson Hyndman up to the cam position, and took Jack Grealish out of the starting 11 because he was not doing very well in his first few games. The right back pushing forward here, Josh Gatt. He's going to lay it off to Hyndman, push it forward to Veretout. Veretout couldn't get off, but he has another chance. Ah, man. No, we still have a chance, though. Falls to Nathan Redmond. Ronaldo chop, finesse it. Guzan, man. Wissam cutting in, passes back. Veretout. He's going to find Emerson. Back to Pogba. And we have a penalty. There we go. That's definitely helpful. Hyndman, don't get in a fight with Vlar. Vlar would kill you. I'm sorry. And they get Clark sent off. No, Vlar. They looked like he sent it to Clark, but Vlar's getting sent off. Definitely a huge chance for us here to gain points against Aston Villa at Aston Villa. So, oh man, who's going to be taking this? I believe it's going to be Paul George and Tep who's going to take this penalty, although, yes, it is. There we go. Sweet. I thought Ben Yedder was going to step up, but Entep is our penalty taker. Smash this one left. Guzan, and he can't stop it. Paul George and Tep getting us the goal to put us ahead. That's what I like to see. 1-0 in the 21st minute at Villa Park. The newly promoted side doing that against Villa. That is awesome to see. Of course, they're now down to 10 men, so we could possibly come out with an even bigger win in this game. Hyndman goes over the top to Redmond. Nice work. Oh, He done him there. Oh, Guzan, you suck. I hate you. Just kidding, I love you. Ben Yedder throws it in. Entep. Come on, Entep. Over to Paul Pogba. Not Paul Pogba, Fiorentine. Let's go Vieira too. Loses it. Falls to Josh Gat. Someone in the box is injured. Gat. Oh, Guzan. The American couldn't score on the American, but it's still in the possession of Gat. Whips it over. Oh, Ben Yedder off the bar. And Vera 2 is going to have to come out of the game. That is not a good sign. That is definitely not a good sign. Oh, man, that actually sucks really bad. Oh, shit. I guess Grealish is going to come on and push Hindman back to that position. No, hopefully he's not out for too long. We really need Vera 2 for this season. Come on. Emerson over the top. Come on, Ben Yedder. That was not a good touch. Benteke clears it. Yes, he's playing center back. Holy shit. Nice work, Entep. Low driven. Grealish puts it wide. Few substitutions just to end the game. Gonna bring on the height of Dan Burn just to help with those through balls into the box. Ruben Blanco just saved the day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, they have a corner now. Westwood to take it. Guzan's in the box. Nice work from Berahino. Can we take it away? Feynman. He's offside. Oh man. Oh, that is so scary. Blanco's just going to bang this one down. Come on, ref. Blow your whistle. Please. There we go. 1-0 the final score. A little upset I couldn't add in another goal, but we get the win nonetheless at Villa Park. So this is definitely a great result for us. One that we haven't had in a while now that this is our third game. But either way, first win in the Premier League. Definitely take that. Fuck my life. Jordan Vera 2 is out for 3 months now with a broken ankle. So although I really wanted to sign all these youngsters, I think I'm going to try to sign Tom Carroll right now because we definitely need a midfielder now. We only have Hindman and Pogba there. Grealish, of course, but that's basically it. So I think we're going to try to sign Tom Carroll right now because I don't think he costs very much. I think they said they only wanted 1.2. Yeah, 1.2 million on the valuation. His contract's expiring in a few months, so I think I'm just going to offer them a straight $1 million deal, £1 million deal, sorry. If they accept it, I will definitely bring him in. Transfer deadline day, and I'm going to show you guys these negotiations, I guess, because we have a lot of stuff accepted. As you can see, Kevin Agpaguma, his offer was accepted. Declan Johns was not. Agpaguma can play fullback, so we're going to get rid of him. Pozo, £600,000 isn't too bad. We got Lewis Baker for £1 million. Adam Armstrong for 1.2, Christian Walton for 875. They want 1.8 for Sutar, so we're going to say no to that. £670,000 for Aaron Leia Iseka, which isn't too bad. I don't know why I'm trying to delete that. And they want 2.5 for Castelletto. We're going to say no to that as well. And Spurs want 2.8 for Tom Carroll. So I think they said they'd take 1.2 earlier, so I think I'm just going to send them straight 1.2. Hopefully they'll accept that as well. I'll go in for the other players and see you guys in a second. So a few more things back, but before I show you these, all I gotta say is this guy glitched? Cause, what the hell? 28 million pounds for a Crystal Palace player. It looks like a goalkeeper. It's a Bayern Munich. That's more than Pogba costs. That does not make sense, but either way, let's move on to this. As you can see, Icefield, another transfer offer. We're gonna reject it, of course, because we don't want to send him out on loan. Especially now that Vera 2 is injured. And a lot of stuff declined. Transfer offer accepted for Tom Carroll. 4 years, 25,000. I guess we'll have to do. Not going to offer him a squad role yet. So if he accepts that, that's fantastic. As well, we're going to go in for Christian Walton because Bettinelli's not that great of a keeper. And I'd rather have him to play in cup games because he does have a decent potential, whereas Bettinelli I don't think has one at all. So it'd be better to have Christian Walton in. So we're just going to straight up sign him, which is perfectly fine. I set him as a future first team player. So now we have our first signing of transfer deadline day, which is fantastic. The other ones I'm not too sure about. I think I'm going to stop going in for Lewis Baker. Armstrong as well. We don't really need a striker. We don't really need a winger, so I'm going to say no to Pozo. I wouldn't mind having another fullback, but it looks like he wants to have a bigger role in the squad, but I can't offer him a contract for whatever reason. And then he wants a bigger role in the squad as well, but he's a striker, so we're going to say no to him just to save our money. But either way, I'll go back in for these guys, and I'll see you in a second. So apparently this guy moved to a different club, to Augsburg, I think it was, in the Bundesliga, so I can't go in for him anymore. As well, Tom Carroll wants to understand the role. I was really afraid of that. I think we're going to set him as important first-team player, because it is better than what he is now, and as of right now, he would be an important first-team player for at least 3 months, which is perfectly fine. And then I went back in for TRayALLDay, because I do have a bit of money left, and like I said, I need players to just sit on the bench, and he's basically the cheapest one I could get out of all those players. So he'd just sit there on the bench, but I need to make sure I have enough money for... Oh, I would actually have enough money for Tom Carroll, so we're just going to go ahead and sign him up. We'll look at his stats in a minute after we sign Tom Carroll. Contract offer accepted for Tom Carroll, which is fantastic because we desperately need him now. I wanted to go in for him in January, but it seems like we have to go in for him a bit earlier, which is perfectly fine. I like Tom Carroll in real life. He's really good. Either way, Tom Carroll's a 71 rated center mid, which isn't bad at all. Some pretty decent stats as well to go along with that. 3-star skill moves, CM and CDM, which will work fine in our formation, of course. And then we got Walton, who's a goalkeeper, 61 rated, is already better than Bettinelli. 6'5" as well. Wow, I didn't even know that. That's fantastic. And TRayALLDay is actually 63 overall, comes from Congo. 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. Looks very, very decent as well. Not too bad. I would send him out on loan, but like I said, I can't really send anyone out on loan at the moment. So I'll definitely take that. He'll just sit on the bench and play cup games, which is our next game as well, I believe, against Plymouth. So either way, I will set the starting 11 for that game, and I'll see if anything else happens in the transfer window. If so, I'll see you guys then. Last game of this episode against Plymouth Argyle in the Capital One Cup. Not really too concerned about the cup. It would be decent to win it just to get a bit of silverware in our first season back in the Premier League, but I'd much rather focus on staying up this season because that is our main objective for the season as well. So much rather focus on that as well. We're basically playing a side of players that don't play too much for us. I don't think Roberts has even gotten on the pitch for us once, as you saw him warming up there for a second. But either way, there's Plymouth's lineup. Tyler Harvey's one name that stands out, definitely a player that has a lot of potential, and of course we share the same first name, so I'm gonna want him to do good for Plymouth. Maybe if he scores a goal against us, I won't be too upset. But moving on to our lineup, hopefully it comes up here in just a second. I think I have a completely different starting 11 other than Liam Moore had to start because I am pretty low on center backs. It is unfortunate that the 2 center backs I was going after cost a bit too much money, but it is a pretty decent starting 11. As you can see, Walton and TRayALLDay and Tom Carroll all making their debuts. And they're through already. Allen scores early. I don't know what just happened to my defense, but we're down to Plymouth in the 4th minute. This is just pathetic. Really, really pathetic. I can't believe we're already down. And it wasn't Harvey, so I'm not happy. Matisse Bowley. Gonna use his pace. Of course he is. Collie Woodrow cutting inside. Collie Woodrow goes through and somehow that sneaks in. Oh, we're definitely playing a League 2 side. I don't think they got promoted, but either way, wow. Definitely playing a bad goalkeeper. How did he not stop that? I will never know. It wasn't even that powerful of a shot as well. And Collie Woodrow able to get us level. Oh man, that was really sad from their keeper. Look at that. He just palmed it down and it goes and bounces in. That is just sad. Gyau is just taking this one himself. Whips it over. TRayALLDay gets his first goal for the club, and he's going to go celebrate with Gyau because he gave him that first goal in his debut. Oh man, that is really nice. What a cross from Gyau, just puts it perfectly over. And TRayALLDay, all he had to do was just put it on target, and it was going to find the back of the net. The keeper wasn't even there. Harvey into... Oh, they have a chance, and it falls to Cox, and he puts it in. Oh man, that really just happened. Walton's been playing pretty well this game, actually. A few shots that I haven't shown, I don't think, but he's done pretty well up until that point. He parried it straight to Cox, and all he had to do was just guide it in. Oh man, how? Oh, he didn't even get to it. Never mind. Still, I thought he did, but it was just bad defense. Got Collie Woodrow outside the box. He's going to whip it over. Bolly! Oh, what a spectacular goal! Matisse Bolly. He just did that. He just freaking did that. Was that a scissor kick from Bolly? Oh, man. Collie Woodrow, of all people, whipping that in as well. In a scissor kick. Almost bicycle kick. It's like a scissor bike. From Matisse Bolly goes under the keeper. And he's just having a freaking awful day in goal for Plymouth. And we're ahead once again, 3-2. We get it straight from kickoff with Leia Seika. He's going to cut back, send it forward. Icefield, and he puts it wide. Oh no. Nelson. LeCointe. Nelson! He puts it wide, but Icefield is hurt. We cannot do with all these injuries. Oh man, that is not good. Pogba's going to come on just for the dying moments. Oh no, another center midfielder injured. That is definitely not good. And he just pulled up. That is, that just pisses me off. Full time, 3-2 the final score. I'm pretty lucky to come out with a win in that game, if I'm honest. Matisse Bolly's spectacular goal, though, basically gives us the win. It was the game winner, and it was a pretty fantastic shot at that. I cannot believe he pulled that off, but either way, this will be the end of the episode, so if you did enjoy it, please leave a like as well. Our next game is against Manchester United, so if you want to leave any comments for me on how I can improve my squad, etc., that'd be greatly appreciated in the comment section down below. My name is TRayALLDay, and I'm out.